Goodness knows you've been looking long enough. With the Volvo XC90, you've finally found what you've been looking for. A luxury SUV with seating for up to 7 people and loads of cargo space. Not to mention premium technology, including Google Maps, Google Assistant and Google Play. The Volvo XC90 is what you're looking for. Now at special run-out pricing from $99,990 plus on-roads. Visit Volvo Cars and discover why the XC90 is the vehicle for right now.
You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
The domestic T20 silverware handed out today at the Basin. Otago against Wellington in the women's final. Otago have just started their run chase for 105 to win the women's trophy. It follows, or will be followed by CD against Canterbury in the men's final. Canterbury earning their place with a comprehensive 7-wicket win over Northern in the elimination final yesterday.
Well, here's an opportunity for Matt Boyle on the rope and takes it cleanly. Player Mike strikes, the fourth one falls, this time it's O'Donnell. Oh, Matt Henry, he's 2 for none.
Well, he's nearly halfway through his third over. Yeah, he's picked up his second wicket, yet to concede a run. It just goes from bad to worse for the Brave.
I don't know what's happening out there. Matt Henry's just bowled 3 overs. He's got 18 dot balls. No runs for 2 wickets, but more importantly, Northern Brave is 7 for 4.
7 for 4. It got worse. They were 7 for 5 a short time later before somehow getting through to 110 for 9. Canterbury chased that down inside 14 overs to make the final today. Canterbury coach is Peter Fulton, who joins us now. Peter, what was going through your mind yesterday when you sent Northern in and they were 7 for 5?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal, I suppose. The wicket, look, it was a new surface, plenty of bounce, plenty of pace. So probably, if you'd turned up and got to choose the sort of surface you'd like to play on with our team and our bowling attack, then that would have definitely been in, I suppose.
Just want to ask about a couple of your bowlers. Matt Henry, 4 overs, 2 for 2, remarkable. Can you tell us a bit more about his bowling yesterday?
Oh, look, he just did what he does. I think probably over the last year or so, 18 months, you can really see he's just in complete control of, I guess, his bowling, and he knows what to do. He knows on each surface against each against a different batsman where he has to bowl. And I think he's probably taken a lot of confidence, I suppose, as I say, over the last 12, 18 months. He's probably, he's taken over that mantle as the leading bowler in all 3 formats for New Zealand, pretty much. So, yeah, at the peak of his powers, and hopefully he's got another good performance left in him today.
Absolutely. Cole Jamieson also picked up some wickets, 3 for him. Is he back to full fitness now, Peter? Will he play red ball cricket for you?
I don't think he'll play red ball cricket this season. Yeah, look, he's fully fit, but he's obviously only bowling 4 overs in a match at a time at the moment. So, yeah, I think his plan is to try and sort of keep building up through Ford Trophy, and with an eye on being available for those white ball matches against Pakistan when the Black Caps get back from Champions Trophy.
And with the bat, Matt Boyle, top scored for you again yesterday, 48 off 25, closing in on 400 runs for the season, now top run scorer in the comp. He's striking at up over 150. Why has he been so effective for you this summer?
Oh, look, I mean, he's got, I guess, a full sort of array of shots. He can score off the back foot, he can score off the front foot. He can play spin well. So he's always had that talent. He's a prolific run scorer, sort of all through high school and underage cricket. Taken him a couple of years at this level just to find his feet and work a few things out. But yeah, he's in some great form at the moment. His confidence is really high, and just really pleased for him for the amount of work he's done and the struggles he's had to go through, during the initial sort of year or two of his career.
What were they? What have you helped him with particularly? What's has a light bulb turned on? What's happened to him to allow him to go from struggling to now thriving?
Oh, I think probably just the mental side of the game. There's different pressures that I guess are put on you externally, and also that you put on yourself when you first, I suppose, become a contracted player, and you sort of have that label of a professional cricketer. So yeah, he's probably just grown up a little bit over the last couple of years. He's matured. He's worked out, how he wants to play. and also the tempo at which he needs to bat. So, yeah, like I said, the mental side of the game, he's made some big improvements. And like I said, I'm sure he's going to have a really big future in the game.
That's his brother Jack in the CD side, isn't it? Who do you think his parent or their parents support on a day like today?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, their dad Justin played first class cricket for Canterbury and Wellington.
Yeah.
And their uncle David played for Canterbury as well. So, I mean, I suppose you put two and two together and say, look, they'd have to be supporting Canterbury, wouldn't they?
Well, I presume so. Let's look at the season as a whole. You lost 4 of your first 5 T20 games. What was the problem early on?
Look, I think the first 2 games in particular, we were in winning positions to win both, and we threw it away probably in the last 5 or 6 overs, of our batting innings. So yeah, at one stage there, towards the back end, it looked like those games were going to probably come back to bite us. But we started playing some really good cricket at the back end, and look, we had a little bit of good fortune with CD beating Auckland and then a rain out. So look, I suppose that's the swings and roundabouts of cricket last year. At this time of the season, we got the rough end of the stick with the weather and with the final at Eden Park. So yeah, like I said, hopefully we were due a little bit of luck, and we've managed to, I suppose, this far, take it with both hands.
Something you've had to deal with, and in fact, a lot of coaches have to deal with, is the reintegration of your Black Caps players back into your side. How do you go about that, Peter, in terms of, I guess guys who have been there for you, but know that they're probably going to drop out when somebody from the Black Caps comes back in?
Yeah, look, it's not easy. I suppose, for us, we sort of talk about it at the start of each season, and that's just the reality. I mean, the guys are not silly. They can look at the domestic schedule, they can look at the international schedule, and they can work it out for themselves, when certain guys might be available. So, look, our philosophy here is obviously when the Black Cap guys come back, they play. That's just, even if it's for one game, that's just how it is. And I suppose we're lucky that the guys that do come back from international cricket, when they come back, they are normally really keen to play and to try and, pitch in and do their bit.
I couldn't believe this. I checked this morning. The last time Canterbury won the domestic T20 men's comp was the summer of 05-06. You were in the team then. Has this piece of silverware been a target for you?
Oh, look, I think they're all a target. Yeah, I suppose the T20 one is probably, in some ways, it's possibly the hardest to win because the game's the most fickle. And a couple of good overs here or there, or a couple of good balls here or there can decide the game. Yeah, we've done really well the last few years. We've made finals, and we've either been beaten on the day by an individual innings, or, like I said, last year the weather sort of caused us to come unstuck. So yeah, look, it'll be obviously nice to win a T20 comp and sort of get that monkey off the back. But yeah, I sort of feel like we're coming into this one out of all of them probably with the least amount of pressure, because yeah, 10 days ago probably no one thought we were going to be in the semis. And probably some of the other teams were probably pretty glad about that, given the side we were going to have come this time of the competition.
Yeah, do you reckon you're favourites for this game?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, CD have had a really good season. They've had 2 rainouts and won 6 of their 8 games. So they're playing some really good cricket, and they've got plenty of guys in their team that have played high level cricket too. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make any difference to us. Like I said, we know that most of the country probably don't want us to win, so we're hoping to disappoint a few people.
Oh, look, I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure that's not true, Fultz.
Come on, Piney. That's definitely true.
All right, well, as you mentioned a couple of times, made the final last year, abandoned due to rain. Auckland won it because they finished top. How's the forecast in Wellington today?
No, it looks okay. Yesterday there was talk of a few showers in the afternoon, but they never materialised. So, yeah, I think we should be okay today.
Good man. Hey, all the best, Peter. Great to chat to you as always.
Cheers, Piney. Thanks, mate.
No, thank you, mate. That's Peter Fulton, coach of Canterbury. Apparently everybody wants Central to win. Well, like I say, I'm not sure that's true. I think Canterbury are favourite. You look at their team, they're stacked. Absolutely stacked, full of Black Caps players. But CD have been very, very good right across the season. Some excellent players. Jack Boyle's been terrific for them. Tom Bruce as well. We spoke to Jaden Lennox yesterday, who's been excellent with the ball. They'll, I was going to say put up a fight. It'll be a great scrap between those two. 4:25 this afternoon.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.